Do you have a second question?
Yeah, in terms of master degree, do students have time for, say, spare projects or personal projects like startups or something like that, uh, aside of studying? Is it even possible to work on one of those during the master degrees?
It's an excellent question. Would you even have time to do a real sort of a completely personal project like a startup or something, so different? We always hear about students that do it, and I agree with our colleague who asked the questions. It seems impossible. Reality, myth? Sean? What do you think?
Again, I think it's about time management at the end of the day, and you have to pace yourself. Don't get yourself in too deep with too many things. Decide what it is you want to do and kind of have a clear idea of that, and find mentors who can tell you how they did it, and it becomes possible. So I personally didn't do a startup or anything, but I've been involved in a bunch of research around campus. I had a pretty big thesis project that I did in junior and senior year of college, so third and fourth year, and that was on nationalism in Kenya, and it required a lot of time outside of the classroom and a lot of my summertime and my time during winter break as well. But I think if you apply yourself carefully and don't spread yourself too thin, it's definitely possible.
Alina?
Well, thank you for your question, first of all. I think it was a great one. As I mentioned earlier, Duke has a lot of social living groups, and it comes to mind now because one of them actually centers around entrepreneurship. So there's a group on Duke's campus that specifically welcomes students who want to do a personal project like a startup. So while it would be, I've never tried it, and I feel like it would be an extremely difficult task to accomplish. But as Sean has mentioned, you have access to so many resources that you otherwise would never have access to outside of college or university, that if you really are set on a certain goal of, say, starting your own company, you have people to help you out, and you may succeed given appropriate time management.
Okay, time management is it. Let me ask from a university standpoint, Michael, would a school support that kind of big project that has the potential to, to possibly take students away from academic work?
Absolutely so. With the caveat, I'm not sure about taking away from the academic work, but I think that especially in a master's or in a doctoral level program, students are working on research projects in individual classes or a thesis or a dissertation, something on a much grander scale. And many times the outside project can dovetail nicely with a course requirement, and it provides a good avenue for creative thought. And I think students work through the time management issues, especially as graduate students in the U.S., where something like that would be possible and would be encouraged, maybe through a Center for Innovation, a Center for Entrepreneurship, or a type of focused residence hall living environment with an innovation or entrepreneurial theme.
Thank you very much. Emily, what about at the college level?
I would completely agree. The creativity and entrepreneurial spirit is definitely one that's encouraged, but also given the resources that are at a student's disposal, not being afraid to ask for help, and added support, and being able to utilize those resources to be able to manage your time effectively, and also kind of dive deeper into the creative project that you're interested in.